Are Uber drivers now in danger? This question I'm getting asked and told and commented so much the past week since Uber Cash has launched. Especially a few girl drivers as well have been in touch with me and feels like they're a little bit unsafe now. In this video, I'm going to cover why Uber is now a bit unsafe for drivers, and also how Uber Cash affects us, legality stuff, insurance, etc. etc. There's quite a few things that's now happened with Uber Cash that a lot of people aren't aware of, and even if you turn it off in the app, it's still going to affect you, honestly. So do us a favour, guys. YouTube loves interaction, so give us a like, give us a subscribe, yeah, leave us a comment, and maybe go check out drivermatty.com. Just have a little look at my services and stuff like that. Much appreciated. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video anyway, and just a few things to discuss and open your eyes about with Uber Cash. Nice one, guys. See you in a sec. Right, I'm going to cover, first of all, the danger aspect, right? And even if you turn Uber Cash off, the danger aspect is still there. Also, I'm going to talk about how it's going to affect the insurance, possible scams. I'm going to talk about a few other things, really. I've got a little list here to talk about. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the danger aspect. Now, a lot of people aren't thinking about this, and there was a few Uber girls who got in touch with me and made me aware. So they got a private hire license, right? And then they went to Uber, right, for the safety. Now you think, oh, what's the safety element of Uber? Is it the app? Is it the rating system? It's the blink? No, it's the no cash, right? So if you're just an Uber driver and you don't know, right? Back in the day, private hire drivers, it still happens now, but just not as much. Like your Deltas, your Alphas and stuff like that. Big holiday weekends or like Christmas or like a big sporting event, you get robbed, yeah? Because they know you've got a cash float, you got a money float, right? So, like Christmas Day, do you know what I mean? Knife, the robbed at knife point. Happens up and down the country, yeah? Because they know you've got cash on you. You know it's a busy day. You know I'm going to get a few hundred quid on you. And it's happened for years. It, the chance of it happening to yourself personally is very slim. You know, it doesn't happen like every weekend and stuff like that. But there's a chance of it happening because they know that the drivers carry cash, right? And they know when it's a big busy weekend, they're going to have a lot of it on them. Do you know what I mean? They might be finishing. What time are you on till, mate? Oh, I've been out all day, 12, 13 hours. Oh, have you, yeah? They know then that you've got a big kitty on you. So the best part about Uber is, what's the point of robbing an Uber driver? Because he'll probably have his bank card, maybe a bit of change because he doesn't deal with cash. You cannot pay cash in your Uber. 2025 rolls in, now you can. Which means now people see an Uber as a cashless vehicle. Now they're going to see an Uber as a possible target. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're going to get targeted or not like that. I'm just saying this is where it's like, come into it. So even if you turn the cash option off in the app, people who are like one for after a quick bit of money, they're not going to know that you got it turned off. They're just going to go Uber. They do cash now, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You got a chance of your vehicle getting broken into for the change, because that happens as well. So that danger element has come into effect, right? And a lot of people's contacted me over that and they're not very happy. And then people are saying, well, if Uber's accepting cash, what's the point of working for Uber? And now Uber's coming more of not like an app-based taxi company, but more of like in line with a private hire, normal private hire company like your Delta, your Alphas, your Vizus and stuff like that. So people are just going, Uber's just becoming them now anyway, but Uber's taking more money, paying less, etc., etc. So it's going to push more people over to the locals, in my opinion. But yeah, so the danger element is the fact that now people assume that Uber drivers are carrying cash, even if you don't personally. Second thing is insurance. And a few people got onto me and said about the insurance because they said, oh, when I'm applying for my insurance, I can't remember, it's either on you go compare websites or certain insurances, you have to phone your insurance and double check now. And one of the questions is, do you accept cash? Especially like the app-based ones, you know, like your Egos and your Insures. I don't know if I don't want to ill advise guys. I want to just make you aware that you might have forgot, but when you applied for your insurance, I think one of the questions will be, do you take cash in the vehicle? Do you know what I mean? And if you're going to start accepting cash through Uber, then you're going to have to tell your insurance, because if you said no, an insurance premium, it might not even change, but you've got to inform them, because if they find out that you're accepting cash in your car and you have a crash, any excuse to not pay it out, guys. So double check with your insurance now that that they know that you're accepting cash, if you're accepting cash. But also as well, if they think that Uber drivers accept cash now, that could be another little thing, an excuse not to pay out. So I just inform your insurance and just say I'm starting to accept cash now because I work for Uber. Right, another little thing that you don't know about is debt collecting. Now, I haven't seen this with my own eyes, but I've been told about it. So just say like you got a passenger who owes Uber a fiver, right? They book a 20 quid taxi, yeah? You got to pay 20 quid, but instead you've got to collect 25 because the passenger owes Uber a fiver. So imagine this, yeah, he's a bit bevied, a little bit irate, he's had a good night, but you know, on the edge where he's like ready to kick off, then you pull up and you go, all right mate, 20 quid fare, but listen, you know Uber a fiver, give me 25. No boy. How? I'm sorry. If I do go forward collect cash, I will not be debt collecting for them. Honest to God, I've been told that it is a thing. So it tells you on your app how much to collect off the driver. But it can cause a problem because if the passenger booked that it was 30 quid and then it's saying pay your driver 40 at the end, they're not going to be happy with it, are they? The good part about it as well is you don't actually have to carry money. Now, when I went back to the danger elements, is people aren't aware that you don't carry money. People just know that Ubers are carrying cash, but you actually don't have to carry cash at all. So what happens is you refund them out of your profit. I've done a video on. I think I can't remember. I don't know when I'm posting this. I don't know if it's before or after me £5 cash job that I posted the other day. So I don't know if you've already seen it, but how it works is just say the fare's 8 quid, right, and they give you the tenner. You just put in the app 8 quid, and Uber takes the 2 quid change out of your profit of your income on the app. You know, you've just say you've done 100 quid in a day, yeah, you'll finish on 98 or whatever because they took the 2 quid off your profit for the day to return to the customer. So you technically don't have to carry cash. You just, you know what I mean? You just give it to the customers. Do you know what I mean? Automatically. So the good news is that now another fun fact: cash jobs, you cannot add more stops or change the drop off once booked. I thought that was interesting. That's a really good perk because that's one annoyance that people have is when you book an Uber and you collect them. Forgot to add the stop. Some people hate doing stop jobs, so they add it on after you pick them up. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So with cash, when the job you see up front is the job to you drop off, you can't change it. Now there's going to be a lot of scams involved with cash, and that's going to be a big problem. So with your scams, it's going to go both ends. It's going to go passenger side and it's going to go driver side. Both scams, right? But the issue you've got, right, is Uber, couple of complaints in and you get deactivated, especially if it's over the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So the worry is, are you going to get more false allegations and more complaints on your account because of these type of scams? So as an example, just say the fare was 30 quid and the passenger done a runner, right? But then when Uber gets in touch, you went, done a runner, I paid him 30 quid and got out the car. What are you on about? The driver's like, he never paid me. Who proves what? Do you know what I mean? Where's the 30 quid coming from? Uber says they're going to reimburse you, but are they going to reimburse you if the customer's saying that they paid? Do you know what I mean? So that's a bad element of it, right? And then on the other end, your drivers will be doing scams as well, 100%. It's happened for years with the fake sick claims and stuff. So you do a long distance job, 120 quid cash, yeah? And then you get to the destination, the customer goes, 120 quid cash, you go, thanks mate, brilliant. How much did the customer pay? Naught. Get out the car. So then Uber goes and chases the customer for the 120 quid. The customer says, I paid the driver says he didn't. Uber's in America. it's just going to cause so much hassle, guys. Like, so much hassle. So I'd love to know in the comments as well. Are you going to have your cash turned on and off? And do us a favour, by the way, just before I just say finish the video. I do this quite a lot, and I'm trying to push towards my content and more forwards, but I just need help from you guys, because obviously you watch me for free, it doesn't cost anything and stuff like that. So if you can just, there's a few ways you can help me. So you can either like and comments all the time, share me content, follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that, yeah? You can book me airport transfer company, yeah? Or you or any of your family members in the UK, or you know someone, just send them my website. Or if you see someone on Facebook asking for the quotes for an airport, just send them my website for me. That helps massively. It's up and down the country, any area, any airport. So it's not Liverpool, it's not Northwest, it's anywhere. Alright guys, perfect. Also I do Patreon and YouTube memberships, right? It's the same thing. So you got Patreon, which is a third party app, and you got YouTube membership, which is within the YouTube app. Both are the same. It's £5 a month. It helps me out massively. You get access to the WhatsApp and chats. You get access to early access to the videos. Like some of the lads have seen my videos from last week, a week earlier. Do you know what I mean? And also I do private videos that no one else sees. I do a monthly giveaway. Loads of awesome stuff. So if you consider joining that, that'd be much appreciated. £5 a month. It's like buy me a coffee each month. But it does add up and help anyway. But yeah, with this cash and stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't been working much Uber at all lately. Other than like content and stuff. And I will probably leave it on if I do any Uber in the future, just because it's another income source. It's like, in my opinion, not many people know about Uber Cash, so it's not going to make a big effect in the future. But in another month, 2 months, when it starts rolling and you know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to get the grafters on and all that and stuff like that. But realistically, I would say there's not going to be many scams, because Uber only give you 1 or 2 options, or 1 or 2 chances, then you'll just block your driver account or block your passenger account. So myself personally, if you're a driver and you're going to be doing scams, I wouldn't even bother. And if you're a passenger, you're just going to get the passenger app blocked. If you do it probably more than once. Do you know what I mean? So just be aware and be careful. Uber drivers, if you're on a long distance job, just get the cash up front. Like you do with the local companies, yeah? Don't go, oh, yeah. If it's over like 50 quid, just say it's over 40, 50 quid, yeah, the job, and it's cash, just get the cash up front. Do you know what I mean? Then you can leg it as much as you want when he gets out. Do you know what I mean? But that's it really, yeah. Uber dangerous now. Cash, insurance, safety elements, your debt collecting. Oh, also no money. This is actually an interesting one. So someone messaged me and said that they booked the cash by accident and he actually got a card, right? A card. They didn't have any cash and he booked it by accident with cash. So when he got in the car, the fella's like, well, how are you going to pay me? He's like, I can't. It's like an innocent mistake, but the driver didn't have a card reader. So the passenger just got out the car. He's like, I can't do that. I'm sorry, mate. So then the driver took ages to contact Uber and explain the situation and get reimbursed and everything else, and there's loads of hassle. So what I do recommend, guys, is the cash option. It doesn't mean physical cash. It just means them paying you direct. So I've got this app. If you ask me in the comments, I'll give you the referral link. You get £1,000 free, £1,000 free of any fees. So it works well. You don't get charged for it. So with this app here, I use this all the time for the private bookings, right? So you don't need a reader. You just use your phone and you go £25, yeah, and you go charge, tap to pay, boop, yeah. And then what they do is look, boop, 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 and then they put their card to the back of your phone on contactless and you take the payment. It's a free app. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. I'll put the link below the video only because this will save your life. It's free to do. It's installed on your phone. There's no reader. There's no monthly cost. You only get charged to use it. If you go through my referral link, you'll obviously get no charges for £1,000. But it's worth having going forward, guys. Because then if they can go, I've got no cash, sorry, mate. Don't worry, mate. I've got a card reader here. Everyone has the phone and contactless on the phone. Yeah, mate, I'll take the payment. Do you know what I mean? And that's giving you the idea of having that on your phone as Uber drivers having it on your phone. Yeah? So make sure you get that as well, yeah? Right, guys, listen, thanks very much for tuning in. Sorry it's a long video. I just wanted to cover every aspect of the Uber Cash thing. So let me know in the comments, guys. Are you going to be having Uber Cash turned on or off? and what you reckon of the safety elements, insurance elements. Also, let me know in the comments if there's any insurances who ask you, do you take cash in the car? Because if I need to know them as well, just for my own curiosity. Nice one, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel as always. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.